Hey, what's up? It is DJ. Today we've got 22 mods to take a look at for FS25, and we're in dark mode because we got underbody lights on the tractor. Let's go! All platforms got 20 new and 2 updates, and that is it. Hey, if you like videos like this one, make sure you subscribe. Let's check out all today's mods. Starting off today, we got a new map for all platforms. Gnadenthal from Iron Thunder. It is back. It is back. Ooh, the Canadian map is back. And oh yeah, got some purple stuff down there. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Got a new crop on here. I'm sorry, did I say new crop? I meant crops. Alfalfa, clover, rye, triticale, millet, spelt, mustard, lavender, poppy, flax, buckwheat, and lentils. Let's go, let's go. You got so much new stuff going on with here. They say with over 40 houses with individual farmlands and sleeping points around the map, you can buy the one that you want and take the house that you like. Refill points at vehicle shops, 2 rivers, and 2 ponds where you can refill your water. Very nice. 50 collectibles, 6 production sites, and 48 paintable ground types. Very cool. In New Farmer, you're going to have this area down here. So you get Farmland 64. We've also got Farmland 65 there, and we have Farmland 171. You can see our house is right there. Everything else is going to be our farmland. One of the great things is whenever you jump in New Farmer mode, or I guess any mode really, a lot of stuff's going to be ready to harvest. So this is good news, including both of your fields. This map in general is perfect for running big scale farms. You got some big fields. One of the great things is whenever you're ready, just cut these trees down and plow them together and you can make an even bigger field, or at least that's what I like to do. Taking a look at our house area, nothing too wild and crazy, but it does look pretty good around here. If we go in, we can also delete the farmhouse and the little shed out here, so you can actually put down whatever you want. This is the farmyard that it starts you off with. All of your equipment is inside of these sheds, minus a few little bits and bobs, and we also have this field over here, which again, ready for harvest. There's other areas around too if you would like to expand your farm onto areas that already have things like silos and sheds, things like that. Well, those do exist, which makes this perfect. You've already seen the PDA, but here it is one more time. Jumping down to crop calendar, you can see here how everything is done, and it's really nice that all of the special crops, the new crops, are right where they should be. I love it, man. Yeah. Jumping into animals, nothing in there, so you will have to put your own animals in. We don't have any production chains, but there is a bakery, cereal factory, dairy, grain mill, oil mill, and sugar mill available for you guys. And we jump into vehicles. Here is all of your starting equipment, and there is a good chunk of equipment for this one. I know this map was very popular, Farming Simulator 22. Seeing my Discord this morning, seems like a lot of people are really excited about this map. So, hey, it's here. Jump in and check it out. Oh, and there's no required mods. How awesome is that? Our next new mod for all platforms also has no required mods. This is Moss Valley from VR Modding. This was actually the first map that I did a map tour on for FS25. So holds a bit of a special place in my heart. So shouty outy to VR for that. If you're looking for a UK style map, this is going to be the one for you, at least new one for you to check out. There's a couple at this point. We've got all kinds of stuff on here. Scrolling down, it doesn't look like we've got any new crops, so heads up through there. As far as things that you own, you might have more stuff on this map than any other map. I mean, maybe not, but you know, this is pretty cool stuff. Big fields as well. Farmland 34, 33, and the main farm 86, which is different. That is all owned. So you're going to have everything in one little spot. The store's actually right up here. Boop. I think this is it. Nope, that's it right there. So easy to find, easy to get to from your main area. As a matter of fact, speaking of main area, I think the main farm is just over here. So we can take a look at that real quick. Yes, you also have these windmills on the owned land as well. If we take a look at that, $100,000 for that one and $50,000 for that one. So you can sell it. As far as I know, all these buildings are deletable. So you can come through, delete the buildings if you want to, and put the ones down that you really want. There's stuff all over the place. And again, this field, absolutely massive. There's some big stuff up here. As a matter of fact, just to give you guys an idea and a heads up, I should have a mod installed that tells me what is what and where's where. So it looks like, let's see, ready for harvest, potential yield quality or quantity out of the oat field is about 46,000. And for the wheat field is about 135,000. So you may get more, you may get a little bit less depending, but at least with no weather mods installed, that's what you should expect to see. I actually have a full video showing off this entire map, so if you want to go check that out, I highly recommend it. I did share it on my community tab a little bit earlier today, so hey, go click that, you're good to go. The main farmyard is pretty tight in and out, but I think that's a good thing, especially for this style of map, being in the countryside of the UK. Absolutely love it. Don't know why I'm in the shop. Don't even know why I went into the shop a second time. Here we go. Here is your crop calendar. Pretty standard stuff through there. We do have a chicken coop, cow barn, pig pasture, another chicken coop, and another pig pasture. So there's plenty to do through there. As far as our productions go, there's none owned, but we do have Bernie's Grain Mill, BGA, an MV Sawmill, Moss Valley Bakery, and Robbins Dairy Productions, which is very cool. And then here, you can see all of the starting equipment. As far as I know, none of this has changed since I did my playthrough, my preview of it back, what was that, late December, early January, somewhere around there. So you should see stuff about the same. Congrats to VR Monty for getting this bad boy out. Only the 2 maps today, so now let's move over to mods. We have the Fendt Vario Evolution. This is from DS Power. In here we got the 1000, the 700, and the 500. Customization options for each one is going to be fairly similar, so just wanted to give you guys a heads up with that. And also, no, I don't know why there's no 900 in here. Is it because the 900 in the base game is one of these? I have no idea. Regardless, the 500 will have between 131 and 180 horsepower. The 7 will have between 203 and 330. Ooh, big engine on there, man. And the 1000's got between 396 and 550 horsepower. I'm partial to the Fendt 700 myself. My favorite tractor in Farm Sim 17, I think. One of the first tractors I fell in love with, and funny enough, the tractor that was on the first logo for the channel as well. So wild and crazy through there. Wheel options, plenty of these to choose from, which is great to see. Love having options, and we even have some twin wheels for those wild boys out there. Love that. And depending on the options you go for, you could even have some narrow twins if you really want to go wild, or just regular narrow twins. Did we mention Chunky? Yeah, Chunky's one too. Let's keep it on Chunky and move about. We have the design line setup, which can be changed, but doesn't change the whole thing. You've also got the Black Beauty, which does change it over, so there is that. So you will need the design line to go Black Beauty, or if you want to really black it out, that looks pretty cool too, I'll be honest with you. Over here with beacon lights, we do have multiple sets on the top, so those are going to be changing stuff up, but it looks like we still have a left and right. Windows, of course, we have different colors for those. Logos on the back, so we have without, you could do with it, so a black, a white one. There's even a farming simulator logo, that looks pretty cool. Box with or without, you've got one of those. What is that, right on the inside? Ah, yeah, right there. Is that peaches? No, that's donuts. Nice, love it. Passenger, we have without a passenger. Then we have a penguin, an elephant, horse, or without. So if you want a stuffed animal in there, go for it. We also have rubber boots, which can be found on the interior. A sign. Let's see if we can find out where this sign is. Somebody give me a sign. Do we have a sign? Give me a sign, baby. There is a sign, but it's really, really tiny on the inside. On the back left pillar. I don't know what that is or says. I guess we could find out. Underbody light. Yes, we have underglow, apparently. Let's see. Why don't we just go green? 3 colors? 3 colors. We'll do 3 colors. Front grille lights. We have those as well. Goodness gracious. Why don't we go with a red? Can we do red? Let's do red. Flags with and without around the front. Goodness gracious. This thing is just insane. And by the way, everything's got this too. We're only halfway done with the customization. Really? Additional display on the inside, radio, logo on the front. We could change that too. Let's go for a white logo there. And then you've got colors for the main color. Ooh, we do have Fendt blue. That looks great. That one looks pretty good too. I'm a big fan of the blue right there, so let's leave that. And then front grille, exhaust, fender, seat, interior, roof, and rim color. All right, what in the world does this sign say? Closed. Of course it does. If you wanted to see the colors, here you go for that. Oh, that is so cool. Check that out. So this is the 3 color option. So it looks like we have red in the middle, blue, and then green. And then I've also gone for red in the engine. That looks very, very cool indeed. Check that out. That is silly, and I love it. Absolutely love it. One of the things is, no, I don't need flight mode. What I need is super strength, because I want to see under this thing. I want to know where these lights are coming from. And there you go. They're kind of coming from nowhere. I dig it. I'll put it back down. There are a few things we can do. So we have 4 tools in total, which we can move around. We've got the rear glass. We have the side door, which can open and close. And yes, I am curious. No, the sound does not change. There are a couple modders that have figured that out, but not everybody. We've also got the top hatch, and we have, that's it. Okay, so only 3, not 4. What a neat setup. Oh my goodness, there's a blinky all over the place. Oh, let's go. All right, just because I had to. So I wanted to show you guys what these look like. So here's the 1000. We got red everywhere. And then here is the little 500 with green all over the place. I think it looks pretty sweet. I think still my favorite though, multicolor baby. Next is a forklift mod. This one's from Pascal Couts, the Komatsu FH50 from Farm Sim 22, and it is back. 72 horsepower with a variable transmission. You got colors for the main and colors for the rims. And it can reach the sky as well. Let's see if we can get this thing going up. There you go. It's not too wild and crazy, but yeah, still pretty darn good. Kind of an opposite thing of that, we have the Lizard Roadrunner Haysqueezer. Oh yeah, it is back. So here is for your bales right here. And then we've got a bale fork, so you can use either one with this. Kind of neat through there. As far as this one goes, you got 500 horsepower, because why not? It goes 51 miles an hour, and it is based off of the Roadrunner, as you can see with that. As far as our designs, we do have a couple decals for the, well, I say the front. It's kind of the front. It's also kind of the back, depending on where you are. As you can see, plenty of controls on the inside. We've also got configuration with lights, modification without lights. Then we've got it with, and then back to our default. And then we could change up our beacons on the top. And of course, the main, which is that white, secondary, which is the red, and the rim colors, which are currently chromed out, baby. As standard, we can drive it around like a truck. I'm actually backing up right now. Here you go. As you can see through there, drive around, do our thing. We can also operate the rear while we're doing that, so that makes things nice and easy. Ba-bam, ba-bam. And then, of course, where it gets its name, the squeezy bit. Now, if that's not your thing, we can also change driving directions, which is almost like immediate. Let's see if we can speed this up and change. And it's changed already. Super cool. So now it's a forklift of sorts. That's so crazy. Up next, we have the CLAAS Cuttertrailer. This one has a beacon light on the back and colors for the rims, though I'm not sure why you would want to change them from the red. The main color cannot be changed from the green, so heads up there. They say that it is for cutters up to 12 meters. However, it's not actually specifically made for any of them, so I think that is worth mentioning for sure. So technically, I guess we could put the Vario 620 on there, and then maybe this CombiFlex 1030, but after that, well, you're going to have a little bit of a tough time. Next on our list, the multi-purpose trailer. Pretty sweet little guy right here. We've got a setup for 7,000 liter capacity. You can also do 14,000 liter capacity. And then we also have a bell trailer on there. So kind of nice. Doesn't look like we have auto load. However, if you do have universal auto load, this should work with it just fine. We do have some designs. So we could change up kind of the front there. And then we also have design secondary one, which is going to be chicken lights on the bottom. That's kind of sweet. Plus we have a main design and a rim color. This is made to be working with the Lizard Dragon truck. However, you could use this with tractors as well. Our next one is a highly underrated mod. It is the Lizard Tandem series. This is from Servertex, and it is pretty darn sweet. So what these are is they are attachments so that you can attach like 3 points, trailer hitch, stuff like that, and it'll hold them steady behind your tractor. For example, if you wanted to utilize this bad boy right here, drop it down and we'll have hitches that pop up and you'll be good to go. And I think that is just so darn cool. You have no idea. Also, you can see here, we've got the let's see, which one does it come with? Let's just start with an easy one, because I can't see, it's all red. So this one, we have the standard with long central. So it's got one hitch in the middle, and then you've got the hitches on the sides. Then, if we go over, we have the pattern with short central, so it's going to be a little bit closer to inside. Then we have one that's got the trailer hitch in the middle with 3 points on the sides. And then we've got the, a central setup, a little bit closer, 3-point in the middle as well here, and then back to it, and we've got those with the 3 points in the middle. So what this allows you to do is hook up multiple different pieces of equipment to the different bits. And then, of course, it's got the trailer hitch, so you can pull a couple of these together to your next adventure, or wherever you're going. As far as the sizes go, hopefully this will help you guys out a little bit. It doesn't say here, but the Tandem 900 is going to be 4.75 meters wide. Then you have 6.35. You have another 6.35, so both of those are the same. You've also got a 8.35 and 11.8 meters. This thing is super cool. I'd probably have to do a whole video just on this, but I gotta go because I leave for the airport in like an hour. Go, go, go. It's munching time on the Ino Elite 270 from Wolfx Monik. 75 horsepower, 2.7 meters at 7 miles an hour. From HR Force, we have their WesttecH Pack. This is going to be a pack of headers, or wood crackers, rather. I guess I was supposed to say headers. These hook up to your excavators. As you can see, the Volvo attachment back there. We have multiple colors for each, and we have the C550, which is going to be just a grab and cut, and just kind of squeezes it tight. You've got a collecting grapple here as well, which will help with collecting stuff, maybe longer bits. And then you've got some claw equipment. That's kind of neat. And then a log grab. Very cool. Basically, these first two appear to be harvesters, and then these are just like bits to grab stuff. If you need fuel, here's another option for you guys. It is the jerried can with diesel. You can buy up to 8 of them at a time. Holds 20 liters each, or you can buy a pallet of them at 240 liters each. And you can also buy up to 8 of those. Next up from Mr. Hector, the hand liftable consumables. We talked about these quite a bit in Farm Sim News because I said I thought they looked super cool, and I am standing by it 100%. These have such really nice designs on them. I mean, the bag of chicken feed has got like an actual screenshot that was taken for the chicken feed, the same for the pigs, the horses, calf, which by the way, it's TMR, so it's probably calf for, calf's sake, but you've also got a bag of mineral feed, so there's that too. I mean, seeds, look at that, look at the background. I think it looks so cool. Let's see if we can zoom in. I mean, it's just a bag of seeds, but I think it looks so cool. The light's kind of shining off of it. But you got really nice screenshots of everything on here. Road salt, and then you've got extra bags there, and then you've got liquid fertilizer and herbicide, silage additive, and then little barrels of it at 250 liters. I say little barrels. I think these are big barrels. Yeah, those are larger. Even a canister for diesel, which to be fair is fairly basic. You've also got the same for DEF, barrels of those, and then the lizard, round bill net and twine, and the Ronnie wrap too. Although I'm not quite sure why we have this. Oh, it's individual. It's not on a pallet. Oh, well, there you go. All right. Very cool pack. For once, I ran out of money putting down placeables. This is the warehouse pack from Pascal Counts. We have 4 warehouses in here, and they are all found in sheds. So heads up through there. This is the first one in the lot. This is the second one in the lot. Can we open that up? I think we're going to have to go inside. So why don't we do that? It looks like we've got the modified version of his stuff. Are we not allowed in? Oi! Let me in! How do you get in here? Oh, you have to be like in the exact perfect spot to get in and out. That is really difficult to have that like that. You have to go to the thing right there. I think that's cool. I like that, but people are gonna forget and get frustrated, just like I did. Let's come over here. Let's take a look at this door. Nope, that doesn't work like the rest of it either. So we open that up. Sometimes open dock lever. There we go. We'll click that, and it'll open that up. Bring this little part out, and then go back down. This is a feature on one of their other mods, a ramp that just came out a few days ago, so that's pretty cool. and it's got it all the way around. How neat is that? Not only that, but if we come over here to this little table and we click build mode on, it removes the ceiling. So now you can go in here and place down different things like tools and whatnot. If you even wanted to put a sprayer in here, just put it on free build and boop, place the sprayer in there. Well, that's the dirty nader, but you get the idea. That's not all, because we also have a few more. You may remember these buildings from Farm Sim 22 as they were auto-loading for pallets. Now, we don't have auto-loading for pallets in here, but we do have setups where we can add different things in here and different mods that we can utilize to do that. So that's kind of neat. Also, just wanted to point out in here, we have another one of these where we can remove the top. Lastly, this guy, which had all kinds of stuff for it for Farm Sim 22. If we go and check it out now, it is completely empty. So there is that. Now, again, as I mentioned, all of these are going to be found in sheds right here, just like that. And as far as I know, there's no customization. And I'm not exactly sure if there was any future plans to make these auto-load. I know they were auto-load or like silos in the past, but at least with this pack, no mas. Next on our list today is the Extended Goods and Productions. And what these are is a new set of productions, and get out of here, there we go, where we've got some new stuff going on. So, of course, in here we've got a few new little bits and bobs, like garlic butter, for example. Love garlic butter. We've got some other stuff in here, like canola flour, or flour made from canola, of course. Same thing over here, flour from like sunflowers, maize flour from corn, peas flour. Can you make flour out of peas? I'm not sure. And then we have a plant-based milk products as well, from oat, peas, long grain rice, and soybeans. Man, I tell you what, peas are used for a lot more than I thought they were. I didn't know you could make milk out of those things. Granted, I didn't know you could make milk out of anything else either, but I don't drink milk. I'm not only lactose intolerant, I just stay away from the stuff. Now, milk for creamer? No, bring on the creamer. Let's go, baby. Coffee mate, I'm down. All of these can be found in your production chains. If you ever wanted to have your own post office, well, this next mod might be the one for you. The Lizard LPS Post Office Production. So much going on. So many words. So you've got the production itself. You've got sell points, which are all, yes, they're mailboxes. You can customize them. And we even have a sign and a car. Now, I will say this. The car, though it looks super cool, there's no customization. Also, quick heads up with it, it is really loud. The sound clips. It is not optimally designed at all. Very cool, but it's kind of annoying, if I'm honest. Let's talk about this. So, sorting mail, water goes in, mail comes out, as you know. That's how you make mail. Kind of cool. 1 water equals 10 mail, so you've got a lot of mail to deliver. And kind of that's about it for that. You're going to be delivering them to mailboxes as you would, and these are found in sell points. There you go, DJ. Good job, buddy. Good job. So we'll come over here, we'll click this, and then we can customize it. So we have like a metal, we got all kinds of stuff in here. A cow one, love that. Black plastic, you've got a horse one, a milk can, tractor, love that one. I'll go with the tractor, but there's quite a few, and basically these are your sell points for your stuff. And then we have just a sign that you can put out front, which is kind of neat. I like that. And then we come to the delivery vehicle. If we go in, and we can see that right there, 75 horsepower it is. And well, I guess that's about it. Now the vehicle's cool. Turn it on. It's like it was recorded with a limiter, and then the volume was brought down, so it still clips. It is, as someone who you know knows a lot about audio, it also doesn't line up in the game. I don't know. It just doesn't sound. Something about it just doesn't sound quite right. Could I do better? I don't know. But I'm gonna turn it off. We do have lights, of course. I like that we have running lights, and then you can also turn on regular lights. That's cool. I'm gonna turn it on and just gun it. Boom. And now, so the sound is way behind what actually is. And then the turn off sound, not too bad. Not too bad at all. We're going to bring that down because that is super annoying. It doesn't look like we've got a whole lot going on through here, but they do say that it includes a loading mail animation. And it will hold, I guess, some. It doesn't say what it will hold. Let's see, but it holds 5,000 things of mail. That's cool. How do we, oh, do I have to pull up? Oh, you have to pull up with your window right next to it. All right, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. Let's unload the mail. And it's unloading. I don't know where, oh, the mail was on the front seat. That's so cool. All right, I gotta load this thing up one more time. Boom, mail, hey! Let's see. Oh, it doesn't have a first-person view. Well, that sucks. There you go. Alrighty, so you can sell all the mail. Yeah, that's weird. No first-person view. Yeah, there's a lot of optimizing that this truck needs. The mod's pretty sweet, but I think we need to change a few things with the trick. Next, the lighted bunker silo. Not a whole lot to talk about this one. It's got a capacity of 1.2 million liters. It's a bunker silo, so you pour your chaff in there, your grass and stuff like that, and come over here, flip it, and you've got light all the time. You can just turn it on and leave the light on. It is bright. Next, we have Hessian Farm. This one is a set of placeables. Unfortunately, just like in Farming Simulator 22, some of these things are labeled incorrectly, and I'm still not quite sure how we're missing that. It is one way in the mod description, but then in the game it is a completely different name. So it would be nice to see those things corrected. All of your animal pens look to be exactly the same. The house has no interior, so don't get excited about that. As far as a bale area, we do have a thing for that, so that is pretty sweet. 250 bales could be stored in there. Very nice. And then we have a larger shed here too, which is storage and a silo, 16 million liters, which is pretty insane if I'm honest. By the way, the house is also a chicken pen too, so you can put your chickens in there. As far as everything else, these can be found, of course, in from right to left. Sheep, and then pigs, and then you got a couple silos, which by the way are available in a rescaled version. And then lastly, we have the farmhouse in here. Next up, the solar generator. This will produce electricity and earns you $1,600 per hour. Per hour, goodness gracious. It is only $19,500, so you should make your money back in well less than a day. That is pretty insane. Really? Yeah, $38,400 a month. Goodness. This may be one of the best ways to make money now. Holy cow. Next to last, we have the concrete curbs, which are actually done in a way like the fences. This is neat. So in here, if you want to build your concrete curb, you can build a concrete curb around stuff. That's pretty neat. And then you could put in these little bits and bobs here, which allow you to drive through or over, and then you can just keep going. Boop, boop, boop. Neat. Even though for some reason it won't let me connect them. Nonetheless. What do you think about that? Pretty cool, huh? Lastly, today, new for all platforms, we have the boosted greenhouses from Gaming Joy. Gaming Joy always makes some pretty awesome stuff, and this is just that. So they've taken all of the greenhouses from the base game and pretty much just added a 0, and I love that so much. If we jump in and take a look, here is your boosted amount, and here's your regular one from the base game. So all the way through here, pretty much everything's just had a 0 added to it. Minus the water down there, which has been able to get out as well as go in. And that is at, there it is. So water, free. Oh, bam, ka-chow. As far as everything else, see tomatoes, $1,052 and $2 per. $5,280 at $2 per. So definitely boosted. Sometimes times 10, sometimes a little bit less than that, but always a lot more. If you want greenhouses, but you just can't wait, go boosted, baby. Lastly, we have some updates today. We have Addable Triggers, version 101. They've added the missing productions. They've also changed the color of the signs and fixed the bell storage not sellable. There were quite a few things going on with this mod pack whenever it first released. what feels like a few months ago at this point, so great to see it finally updated. Additionally, we have an update to the Silage Silo. They've improved the pile height to 3 meters. And there you go. That is it for this one. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. As you know, drop likes, get subscribes, and all that good stuff. I'm going to be out for a couple days, but I'm still going to try and get videos out to you guys as quickly as possible, although the mod videos and if I do any news videos will very likely be live streams. Nonetheless, hope you have an awesome day, enjoy these cool mods, and we'll see you in the next one.